nothing silly you regret, Mom.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Play action. It's Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Looking to throw again on second down. Howell. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Darnold. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Flushed out right. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, 55 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without a doubt.
They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hal to the air on 1st and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
2nd and 10, Howell.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Josh Reynolds, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Patterson.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chase Young.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Through one quarter, 14-7. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Now Darnold.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Howell.
And that is incomplete.
Like when I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Faking the give, Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Gibson again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation he's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And Howell will throw it. Able to connect with Dotson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. Back to the ground with Gibson. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Darnold keeps it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Play action. It's Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. First down, how to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over once again. At their own
bro, this nigga just jumped about 50 foot in the fucking air, bro. Get out of here with that 20 shit, bro.
And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Second down, Howell now. He's got it to Gibson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And some room to work.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 20. 86 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams taking it in from the 20.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
first down. Howell. That one complete out to Dotson. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Now throwing on first down here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Howell throwing on third down here. And that will be incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Fourth down. Howell. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth. This is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And once more, Howell back to the air. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Darnold now to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. Now, I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first.
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. It's a short kick, now a hit, and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you know, I'll look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Patterson again. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. He only needed about a foot there, but there was nowhere to run.
Yeah, almost felt like he was trying to get a bigger play. He knew he only needed a short amount of yardage, but instead, trying to find something bigger to pop, sometimes you just have to take those dirty runs, pick up the yardage you need, and start over with a new set of downs.
On 4th down, Darnold. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Patterson, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
And Darnold going to keep this himself.
And he'll go backwards.
Hey, nigga, get off my clock, man.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Hey, get off my clock, nigga. Don't be chewing my clock, man. Hey, do me a favor. Don't do me no favors.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Patterson running between the tackles. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Darnold. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing here, Howell. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. It's Howell with another throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Good game, my man. I should have tried to spread your ass out earlier. GG, bro.
You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants a football in his hands. He's had a good day. Kendall Fuller, boy, no problems for him on that play defensively. Really nice tackle for loss.